Oh, all right then, another quiet night in the Dodgy Gamer household. I'll just have a quick look around online before I get into some gaming. Oh, the beta's here. Oh, right, fantastic. I better get started with this straight away.
Dad, I want to go trick-or-treating.
Of course, it's Halloween, isn't it? I'll be right back. We just got back from trick-or-treating. Got my cut. Got the coat off. Ready to start. It's been downloading while I was out. And...
Trick-or-treat!
Oh, it's going to be like this all night, isn't it? Okay, so I've got my manager created. Trick-and-treating's over. Kids are in bed. And then...
I feel a bit sick.
Have you eaten all that candy already?
Yeah.
Or maybe today? Okay.
Dad, your dinner's taking to the fireworks stove, right?
Okay, finally. I think it's... Okay, finally. It's happening. Mrs. Dodgy Gamer's out at a fitness club. The kids are off playing at a friend's house. And I've got the... What? What? Yes. No. Just not feeling very good today. Football manager beta? I got no idea what you're talking about. So, joking aside, I didn't really pull a sickie. I've been off work for the last 2 weeks and the beta dropped when I got 2 days left. But we're ready to start the Football Manager 2020 beta. You can see my manager in my logo colours, all nicely set up there with the perfect manager profile pic generated by the game. Top job. So now it's time to reveal who I'm managing for this save. So yes, hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here with a new save, a new game. It's the Football Manager 2020 beta. Yes, I'm sticking with beta, not beta. And I am here in the boardroom, ready to sign up to take over Boca Juniors in Argentina. Apparently eyebrows have been raised in the world of football. I guess, as the international manager of mystery, it's a bit unusual for me to be taking on a club, but I'm sure they'll work it out. I'm on £4,700 a week. Not too bad, not too bad. So I don't have much of a reputation, which is interesting, as when I set this up I did pick, reputation and experience level and qualification level suitable for Boca Juniors, but okay. As you see there, we've got the club history and background. I mean, obviously, Boca Juniors, one of the most famous clubs in the world and a member of one of the most famous rivalries in the world, the Super Classico with River Plate. So why have I chosen to come to Boca Juniors for the beta save? Well, I do subscribe to this idea of using the beta just to have a short-term save, 1 or 2 seasons, get used to the game and so on. It seems like everybody is doing, Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, or one of the big European teams. So, as you'll know, if you followed my channel through the Breaking the Big Three and the International Manager of Mystery series, I like to do something a little bit different. So we've gone for a big team, but we're going outside Europe. We're travelling down to South America. Also, one of my favourite series that I watched during Football Manager 2019 was Trequarista's Flamengo save. So that kind of got me thinking, should head down to South America. And I've had some great fun having saves in South America, and particularly Argentina. In the past, I've managed at San Lorenzo on 2 different occasions, and won the Copa Libertadores with them on Football Manager 2010 and 2015, I think. Actually, it's Football Manager 2020. I should have kept the 5-year cycle going. Never mind. And there's also the fact that I personally feel, don't give me any hate in the comments for this please, but I personally feel Boca Juniors were a bit hard done by with that controversial Copa Libertadores final that took place last year. And then this season, of course, they fell short against River again in the semi-final. So I feel like there's a step further to be taken. I'm not saying we're going to win the Copa Libertadores. It would be great. It would be great to win the title as well, but we're just going to see how far we can go in this one season at least. As we have a look here at the team report, of course, Boca Juniors, they've got great players, they've got a history of great players, and we see here that they've got De Rossi. Daniel De Rossi is an interesting player that they've signed there. So the Italian, 117 caps for Italy and 21 goals, and he decided to go and finish his career at Boca. We've also got Zarate, who may be a familiar name, 32 years old. Looks like he can still do a decent job. We've also got McAllister, who's not Scottish, he is Argentinian, currently on loan from Brighton. At 20 years old, a bit of a younger player, but someone who can certainly add a bit of youth and pace to the team. And we see here the club vision, so they want me to play attacking football, sign high reputation players based in Colombia. That's an interesting one. All whilst working within the wage budget as part of the 5-year plan. Maintain the best youth system in the country. Of course, we'll have a look in a minute at their Club Legends page. And they want us to win the Superliga and reach the semi-final of the Copa Libertadores. So there's a lot of pressure on, a big ask here from the board. So it's all official now, we see it there, that Boca Juniors hire Dodgy Gamer as their manager. So in today's episode, we're just going to take a look around the club. I don't think we're going to get on to a match, because I'd like a bit of time to, I always take care when starting a new save, play through the friendlies, get to know the squad, assess them a bit, try to bring some transfers in, and then in the next episode, which will hopefully be out within the next couple of days, we'll have the first league match or first competitive match of the season, of course. So if we do have any Argentinian viewers of the channel, please let us know down in the comments what's your team in Argentina, and if you're outside Argentina, outside South America, what's your favourite team in that particular part of the world? And please, if you're a River Plate fan, go easy on me. Alright, so let's get right in there and have a look at the club information. So, always with these South American leagues, you get these very complicated league graphs. Argentina, I know it's a place over the years, they seem to change their league system on a constant basis. They've had the whole Apertura Clausura system. They've had a January to December season, they've had an August to May season, they had this thing where they expanded the league to about 30 sides or something, so there seems to be constant change going on. The only thing certain in Argentinian football, I guess, is uncertainty. So media prediction is second, though of course the board want us to win the Super League. We're in the Copa Libertadores, and of course River are our historic rivals, and we're rivals with pretty much all the other big teams from Buenos Aires, Racing Club, Independiente, and my team of the past, San Lorenzo. Chacarita Juniors are also other rivals, and SEP from Brazil. I haven't done the name fix, of course. Is that Sao Paulo? Club Legends, Riquelme, of course, long associated with Boca Juniors. Never quite reproduced the same form in European football, but a very famous player for them. And in the icons, of course, Maradona was at one time a player for Boca Juniors. Carlos Tevez is in the current squad, of course, 35 years old now, but he's back in his homeland also to finish off his career. Does give me an initial concern that we're going to have to look at the age of the players in the squad, but he's certainly a good player to have there in terms of his experience and leadership. I just hope I can build up a good relationship with him. And you just see here a whole long list of famous names from Argentinian football, some great players listed here. We've got Batistuta there, of course. Walter Samuel, I always used to sign him on older versions of Championship Manager and Football Manager. A really storied club in terms of the players they've produced. Of course, we play at the famous Bombonera, or Box of Chocolate Stadium, with its vertical stand. We've got great training facilities, only basic data analysis, that's perhaps something to look into. Good youth facilities, good academy coaching, and exceptional youth recruitment. Here's something I wasn't expected to see. I did not know of this affiliation. Apparently we're affiliated with Dundee United up in the Scottish Championship. A mutually beneficial relationship. There's no money involved, but we are the senior affiliate. Interesting. Yeah, and just to look at the competitions there, 6 times winners of the Copa Libertadores and the Superliga Argentina, 19 times champions. Can we make it 20? So just taking a look at the squad, we've certainly got depth in terms of numbers, I would say, as it scrolls down quite a way. Would say though, just looking at the numbers in defence, I think we've just got too many right backs. We've got 4 right backs listed there, so we might look to cut a couple of them. So we've got our deep line playmakers in defensive midfield, which I always like to see. But overall, I think we've got fairly good balance here. I mean, we've got wingers and we've got strikers as well. Perhaps just a little bit more depth in central midfield and a little bit of fat to trim off. Staff-wise, it looks like we've got a bit of room for manoeuvre. We've got gaps in the coaching team, the recruitment team, and the medical staff. Definitely need more coaches. We've only got 3 out of our allowed 7 at the moment. We don't have a technical director. And as we've already noted, we need to work on the data analysis side of things. So this is my assistant manager, Cristofanelli. I don't see any reason at this particular time to send him on his way. I usually keep the staff. So we're definitely going to need goalkeeping coach, and we're going to need some general coaches in just to fill out this team, and we can get the training set up properly. Now, we have got a lot of scouts. It did say on the previous screen that we're only supposed to have 8, but we've got 17. So I guess the board would probably appreciate me getting rid of a few of those. So obviously we've come in early in the Argentinian season, the 2019-2020 season, Copa Libertadores as it runs following the calendar year. We've already played through the group stage and we've successfully qualified there. We're going to be playing ATP, which I assume is one of the Brazilian teams that needs the name fix. Also in pre-season, in about a month's time, we've got the Argentinian Cup coming up. We're playing Temple, a team from the 2nd division, as far as I can tell. And then we'll kick off our Superliga campaign against Tevez. So just to take a look at the Superliga, looks like a huge league, 24 teams. But the rules, because the rules are never straightforward in South America, 23 matches. We play each team once only. Yeah, we've got odds of 3-1 to win the league. We're predicted to finish 2nd behind River. And look at it's all the rivals up there, isn't it? River, Boca Racing Club, Independiente, San Lorenzo, predicted to be in the top 5. Ah, yes, and one more thing that we haven't looked at yet is, of course, any decent prospects down in those youth teams. So we've got a few players picked out here in the new development centre from the reserve squad who've got decent potential. And again, this suggests that perhaps, there's no urgent need for transfers at the moment. We've got a transfer budget in the region of £6 million, which, I don't know, when I've played in Argentina before, it can be difficult because, of course, the promising talents, they've got high price tags because their clubs are waiting for those European big money offers. So there'll be lots of looking for kind of cheaper prospects for the future and free transfers of older players looking to come back home. Now it says there that we've got a very strong under-20 squad, and looking at this screen, that definitely seems to be the case. I mean, we've already got players here who could come in and do a rotation job, perhaps, in the first team. A lot of 2-star ability players there, and look at that, there's quite a few players. We've got 4 players here who've got really high potential, and then another 5 here who've got like 3.5 to 4.5 star potential. So that's really promising on the youth side as well. So obviously what we haven't done today, we haven't looked at tactics, we haven't really gone into too much depth with training. That's what I'm going to do now off camera. We're going to wrap today's episode up there. I'm going to spend some time getting familiar with the game, set up the training, get some tactics going, play through those friendlies, and I think we'll set up the next episode. We'll come in for this Copa Libertadores action. I imagine, I hope that we will get through that Copa Argentina tie without too much trouble. So we'll come in for the Copa Libertadores and then we'll play through the season. Maybe we'll even get 2 seasons out before November the 19th. Who knows? Well, I do hope, though, that you've enjoyed this little introduction to Boca Juniors and that you'll be back for the future episodes of this mini-series. Like I said before, if you are a Boca fan or an Argentinian football, South American football fan, do drop us a comment and let me know what you think, any advice you've got about managing in the Argentinian league. And do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, drop a comment, it's all appreciated, all helps drive the channel forward. Hopefully in Football Manager 2020 we're going to get back into a regular routine of uploading and have a nice long series, and I hope you'll join me for the ride. But I'm Dodgy Gamer, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon for more Beta Bocas.